Well, after yesterday's disappointing relegation from the Premier League, it's time to rebuild and hopefully get together a good enough squad to take us back to the Premier League. Hello, welcome to part 34 of City Till I Die. And coming up in today's episode, we've got our end of season review, and we are going to be doing a little bit of transfer business. I'm not sure how much I'm going to do because I'm not sure how upset the players are of us getting relegated, but most of them do have relegation release clauses, so that's going to be fun if clubs break that. So we'll see what happens there. But let's firstly go through our end of season review. We'll check out the new arrivals, see who's been playing pretty well. Keon Edwards got signing of the season. I'm fairly sure he got signing of the season last season. Did he not? I don't think he did, but anyway, he got 18 goals, 2 assists in the Premier League. He's not really a Premier League striker. He's Championship, so he's going to tear the Championship apart this season. And Aaron Ramsey, not a bad little player. I'm in two minds about selling him. I think he probably does go. I mean, he does have a release clause of 550k, so if someone can break that, that'd be absolutely amazing. And then Fat John, absolutely, are still very young, only 20 years old. He will have a excellent season this season, hopefully. Then same with Vitali Brand, only 18. He actually played all right. 3 goals, 1 goal contribution, 1 assist. 4 goal contributions. He's going to be absolutely fantastic for us this year, hopefully. The same with Trevino, still only 19, has potential to become homegrown at the club. Same with Brad and Fat John, I think. He might not be able to become homegrown, but those 3 players are going to be absolutely fantastic for us this season if they stay. The Zumbo, fantastic player, did get a couple injuries this season, but hopefully if he stays and isn't too upset about getting relegated, he will be absolutely on fire. Same with Cox. He's pretty much a Championship goalkeeper. Obviously potential to be Premier League, but just didn't work out for him this season. And Smallbone, I'm not sure. I think we sell him. I think we sell Smallbone. And Asal, he was okay. He's definitely not Premier League quality. It's a good Championship. He's not as good as ranking, so I think we probably do try and sell Asal. It did cost us quite a bit of money, so hopefully we can try and make a profit. Then Guisho, just not good. He looked good when he first come in, but just not good at all, so he'll probably be looked to move on, I reckon. Ramon, solid backup. Didn't really play much, but he's fine. He's fine. We'll try and... How much is he on? Oh, 20k. If we can get him gone, that'd be very good. Then Sergio Aurier, fantastic backup, but he is retiring. Then Magoma, yeah, he wasn't really... He was okay, but not really that good. So he'll be going back to Southampton. So the board expected to attempt to avoid relegation from the Premier League. We tried to, but we just conceded with 10 minutes left to play, and that's what stopped us from staying up. If that goal hadn't happened, we would have still been in the Premier League, and it might be a different story from here. FA Cup got to the 5th round, I want to say. Yeah, 5th round, knocked out by West Ham, so hopefully we can try and get a little bit further. Then Carabao Cup got knocked out by Brentford in the 2nd round, so hopefully we could try and get through to the 3rd, 4th round, possibly. Try and go on a little bit of a cup run on one of those competitions, if not both. And our biggest win this year, we didn't win many games, but our biggest win was a 5-1 win over Newcastle. Match to remember was a 1-1 draw against Brentford. I'm still unsure about that. Goal of the season went to Aaron Ramsey. Let's take a look at that goal, because I can't be honest with you, I don't remember it. It's about when we switched to the 4-2-4, so it's actually quite recently. Was it one of the games I actually showed you? I honestly cannot remember. Ramsey, absolutely a brilliant goal and a superb finish. I mean, maybe we do keep him around because he is a good centre mid. Club reputation has gone down a bit. Wow. I wasn't really expecting that. I thought it was going to maybe go up a little bit because we had that season in the Premier League. But no, it's gone down to 2.5 stars. That's not really good at all because that's going to decrease the chances of signing high caliber players. So yeah, that's going to be tricky. And annual revenue gone up mostly, apart from corporate hospitality and matchday commercial retail. Sold 11,000 shirts this season. That's very good. Most popular shirts sold are Mizumbo, Smallbone, Harper, Ramsey, and Edwards. That's not bad. Not bad, people. What was it? Oh, Dream 11? No, Best 11. It was Cox in goal, a back four back, Sutar, Kitching, and Samuels, Harper and Ramsey, Rankin, Mizumbo, Edwards, and Patron. Okay, that's interesting. That was last season. I didn't get Premier League Manager of the season. So club awards: Edwards got Fans Player, Young Player of the Season, average rating of 6.9. That's a bit harsh because he actually played quite well. So he got top goal scorer with 18 goals, ranking most assists with 10. Nothing too major. Record breakers, highest transfer fee paid was Sal with 7.18 million. Appia, highest transfer fee received was 14.5 million. And old scorer was Christian Eriksen. See how he get on. Oh, he hasn't even played for Copenhagen. That is absolutely fantastic. Brilliant, that is. So let's take a look at our objectives for next season. So they want us to play possession football. That's fine. Make the most of set pieces. That's all good. That's fine. Play entertaining football. It's literally the same as last year, I think. High tempo pressing football. Play attacking football. Just keep the way we've been playing. They are looking to expand the stadium again because we do have terracing behind one of the goals, which didn't get used last season because Premier League doesn't allow terracing. So hopefully that does get changed into seats. Hopefully this season. That's my plan. Well, I'm not sure what the board are thinking about it. Let's discuss plans. So I think we are. I reckon we're good enough to go up. Maybe they don't. The playoffs. Mid-table. Okay. That's not actually the plan. The plan is playoffs or try to get promoted again. I've got nothing else to talk to you about because clearly you are just I just don't know what to say about that. Yikes, we've got too many coaches. Some of them are going to have to leave. We've got too many scouts. One of them will have to leave. I don't know who. Probably one of these two, but possibly we'll figure that out off camera. But we might be able to try and increase the amount of coaches and scouts. We'll try and do that because we do need a fair few scouts, like a bit more, because that does not look good. But that is Premier League, not Championship, so that's that should be fine. In terms of the squad, I don't really know who's going to be leaving yet because it's just the end of the season. Players haven't got upset yet. Bear with. We'll just see if we get any news on stadium expansion. Here we go. The board have announced to enlarge the stadium by 5,000 seats. Obviously, this will take 9 months to complete, and we have to move to a new stadium. We agreed to rent Ashton Gate next season after their relegation to the Sky Bet Championship. Bristol City are in the Championship. Yes, they are. They narrowly avoided relegation, but that'd be that's very good because I remember when it was season 1 of City Till I Die when we had to move stadiums. We had to play like in Millwall. That's far away from Exeter, but the Bristol's not too far. It's about 1 hour 30 minutes, 2 hours. So that is pretty good. So I'm actually quite impressed with that. So we're gonna have a lot more money next year in terms of transfer budget, I think. And the board have rejected my request to upper the coaches Can we... There's just no point, but scouts have been increased to 10 or 9 actually. That's including the chief scout as well, so that's 10. Yeah, that's completely fine. I don't mind the coaches. We'll just see if we've got any rubbish coaches circling about, then we can mutual terminate those. So I think still unsure about transfers, so I will come back beginning of the transfer window. Possibly I might have sold a few players, may have even signed a few. I very much doubt it, but let's see what happens. Well, it's the beginning of the transfer window. We've got some shenanigans going on. Loads of players are asking to leave. Trevino has been promised. We have promised him he can leave if a bid of 16.5 million comes in. We do have a whole host of players listed, but they haven't left yet. But Cox has been linked to remove to Leeds for 2.9 million. Obviously, won't be a, it will be a profit, but not much of a profit. We are trying to sell Ramon, but I'm not sure if anyone's gonna sign him. We have been linked with 4 players, so we've been linked with this guy. It's a Serbian left winger. Currently plays for Southampton, but wages are a big issue. We will scout him, but he is getting old. Then we've also been linked with Kimberly Iswakem, who does look pretty decent. Got good potential, but not Premier League potential. But that's what I'm really looking for. But he's wanted by a whole host of French clubs and West Brom, so you never know, we might sign him. Carlos Vinicius, maybe, just maybe. I very much doubt it because wages, another big issue. Sam Bell, I don't really know a lot about you, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe, possibly, just maybe. But the 2 players that are leaving us at the moment are John Sutar. He's joining Aberdeen for 1.5 million, and Stanis Masumbo is joining Al Tai for 9.5 million. I think that's a profit. It is a massive profit for him, almost doubled from what he paid. So that's not too bad. So the other players we are trying to get rid of, Josh Gromer is wanted by a whole host of clubs on loan. In fact, John, we did actually reject, but he does want to leave. But I know it says ensure the player is sold. I still want to keep him around, so I might see if I can get away with just... Maybe we do sell him. I think we do sell him because he's 20 years old. Good League One player. I want him to be Championship. But good thing is, Italo Brand is one of the players that wants to stay at the club. So is most of the players. Only 3 players came to me in a massive grump, and they were Trevino, Mazumbo, and Sutar. So I don't mind that. I consider that pretty much a success. So O'Regan he's an interesting player because I think he's ready. No, he's not ready for the Championship. He was League One. If he was still League One, yeah, I might have considered keeping him in the squad. So we are gonna send him out on. Let's see if they can pay their wages. Pay his wages, please. Yes, that's very good. That gets his wages off the books. Oh God, I forgot about Matthew Cox's release clause. Oh, it's a relegation release clause. Ooh, that's the first one this season. So obviously, if he does accept Leeds, we will be looking to get in a new goalkeeper. So I'm not sure what positions we need at the moment because I'm still very early in the stages of selling players. So I expect by the end of June I will have signed a couple more players, but that remains to be seen. So I'll come back beginning of July. Hopefully, we will definitely have some new players to announce. Well, it's currently the 8th of July. We have signed a few players and sold a few players, so it's looking fairly positive. By the time we start the season, we will have at least a 22-man squad. Hopefully, it's not been easy because reputation-wise, we're not very good. Obviously, still 3 stars, so not the best, but we have got some players potentially on the way in, just waiting for like contracts to be finalised. So hopefully all these players will be good. We will sign a permanent left winger, one of them. I won't get in both of them, but definitely sign one of them. And I'm just basically purely looking for backups because we are. So players that have left the club so far: Aaron Ramsey has joined Swansea for 550k. Mazumbo joined Altai for 9.5 million. Alan Skinner, a youngster of ours, joined Salford for 600k. Neil Wilkinson has gone out on loan to Yeovil. Sammy Kingston has joined Mansfield on loan. I don't think anyone left on the back end of last season. Yes, they did. John Souttar joined Aberdeen for 1.5 million. Matthew Cox joined Leeds for 2.9 million. And Fat John joined Sunderland for 3.5 million. And we've also loaned out Josh Caroma and Paddy Regan to Sheffield Wednesday and Cardiff. So those two players have gone out on loan. Nobody signed on the back end of last season. So the three players we brought in are Jaden Heskey, a player you've actually met before. He's a 22-year-old striker, 3 stars of capability, 4-star potential, good championship player. He comes in from Celtic for 6.75 million. Did have a loan spell with us down in League One where he only played 13 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. So not a bad loan spell, bringing him in permanently. So hopefully he can bang at least, I'd say, at least minimum 10 goals, if not 20 if he's good enough. Next up is Shasu Shantunen. I'm not sure how you say that name. He's a Finnish 23-year-old goalkeeper, 3.5 stars of capability, 4-star potential. Good championship player, does not have the potential to win Premier League, but that's fine. He comes in from Freiburg for £2.9 million, so hopefully he's a fairly decent goalkeeper there. Next up is Felix Weiler. He's a German 19-year-old centre-back, 2 stars of capability, 5-star potential. Good League 2 player, but potentially championship. He comes in on a free transfer from RB Leipzig. He's in the first team squad at the moment, but obviously if we get in another couple of centre-backs, he will drop down to the under-21s and possibly loan him out because he's not ready for championship football just yet. But this is the squad at the moment. So goalkeepers, we've got Harry Lee and Shasu Shantunen. Right backs, we've got Finn back at the moment. Pablo Ramon is on his way out, but that's his preferred position. Apparently, right back, but he's a centre back. I don't really get that, but he's on his way out. We've accepted a 925k bid from Brescia, so hopefully he's gone. So we definitely need another right back. And centre backs, we've got Kitching, Guijo, and Filer. So possibly another couple of centre backs, I reckon. Probably a loan, maybe a permanent. We'll see. We'll see what's around. We definitely need another left back. We have made an offer for Sompto Boniface just purely as a backup because I'm quite happy with Samuels playing left back. He's a good championship player, so we don't need really anyone better than him. Centre mids this year, we've got Harper, Smallbone. Giarbi is at the club, but we are trying to sell him, so I might just keep him in as a backup. Though Trevino is still at the club, one of the players who did have a grumpy, but luckily we didn't promise he can leave. Only promised him if he can leave if a bid of 16.5 million comes in. Luckily, no one's made a bid yet, so we're all good in that position. Then right wingers, we've got Rankin and Asal, both the same. Asal just recently signed a new contract. Rankin is wanted by Reims, so I won't be too disappointed if he leaves. And left wingers, we don't actually have any. We do have a couple coming in, one or two. We'll see which one accepts us. Then strikers, we've got 3 strikers: Kale Edwards, Heskey, and Brand. So I think Heskey and Edwards are the advanced forwards. Then I wouldn't mind a deep lying forward to cover for Bran or a poacher. I'm happy with either position. So all good for goalkeepers. So right back, couple centre backs, a left back, centre mids we're good for at the moment. Right wingers we're good for. So it's really only right backs, centre backs, left back, left wingers. That's I'd say we're probably about what's about brings our squad at the moment. Yeah, so I reckon 5 or 6 more players, and we should have a good enough squad. Whether or not it's good enough for promotion, I do not know, but let's find out. And hopefully, by the time of the next bit, which should be right before the first game of the season against Middlesbrough, we should have assembled a full 22-23 man squad. Well, we have made it to the beginning of the championship season. We have nearly done most of our transfer business. We're just waiting on a centre back, and we still need to find a left winger because the left winger I was gonna bring in went to Leicester, which is slightly annoying, but we'll find one because we've got plenty of time. I don't mind them hanging around. I don't mind waiting a bit. So do a recap of all the transfers we've done in this episode. Start off with the players we've sold on the back end of last season. Firstly was John Suter. He joined Aberdeen for 1.5 million. Matthew Cox joined Leeds for 2.9 million. Josh Gromer went on loan to Sheffield Wednesday. Fat John joined Sunderland for 3.5 million. Paddy Regan joined Cardiff on loan for this season. And moving on to this season, Aaron Ramsey joined Swansea for 550k. Mazembe joined Altai for 9.5 million. Alan Skinner joined Southend for 600k. Neil Wilkinson went to Yeovil on loan, not Yeovil on loan. Kingston went to Mansfield on loan. Darko Gayabi has joined Lincoln on loan, and Pablo Ramon did join Brescia for 925k, potentially rising up to 1.2 million. Now there's players we've signed. Doesn't look like a lot, but we didn't really sell a whole load of players. First up, it's Jaden Heskey, 22-year-old English striker, 3-star capability, 4-star potential, good championship player at the moment. He comes in from Celtic for 6.75 million. Previously had a loan spell with us from Man City, so hopefully he's a very good striker. The next up is Shaso Shantunen. He's a Finnish striker, 22 caps for Finland. I did not know that. Is he actually their first choice? Who is their first choice? It is Shantunen. Vilson Salo, nowhere to be seen. I presume he's not good enough for Finland. Is Ilmari Niskanen still in the squad? By the looks of it, no, he is not. So that's a bit of a shame, but he looks like a very good goalkeeper. He came in from Freiburg for 2.9 million, so hopefully he can be an absolute world-class goalkeeper, possibly. And next up is Felix Weiler. He's a German centre-back, 2 stars capability, 5-star potential, good thing to potentially championship. He comes in on a free transfer from RB Leipzig. He's not going to get much game time. He might play a couple games here and then, but he won't start many games, so he might get loaned out. We're still not sure about that. Next up, it's Somto Boniface. He's a Nigerian left back, 2 stars capability, 3-star potential, decently to potentially championship. He comes in on a free transfer from Chelsea, just purely as a backup for Mauri Samuels. Just a backup. Not going to play much games. He might play a couple games here and then when Samuels gets injured. Then next up is Chris Rigg. He's a English centre mid, deep line playmaker, 3 stars capability, 4.5-star potential. Good championship player, but potentially Premier League. He comes in on loan from Sunderland for the rest of this season, so he looks like he's going to be a fantastic player. I'm actually surprised they've actually sent him out on loan because he did play pretty much. I wouldn't say he played half a season. No, it started to 20 off the bench, so it's hardly playing half a season. So I can understand why they sent him out on loan. Looks like he's going to be a really top quality player. Hopefully, I very much doubt we're going to sign him permanently at the end of this season, but I would love him to. Their next up is Edwin Candlish. He's a Scottish left winger, 3 stars current ability, 5-star potential, decent championship player, potentially Premier League. He comes in from Ross County for 2.5 million, where last season actually had a pretty good season. 7 goals, 6 assists, 6 player for matches, average rating of 7.12. This is a sign of a brilliant player. Maybe a wonder kid? I very much doubt it, possibly. Then next up is Juan Jaramillo. Jaramillo? I don't really know how to pronounce that. He's a Colombian goalkeeper, 18 years old, 2 stars capability, 5-star potential. Good thing too, potentially Premier League. He is one for the future. He is pretty much going to be Harry Lee's replacement. I think, yeah, he can become homegrown. That is very good. He comes in from Deportivo Cali for £1.6 million. So a very good hot prospect, I would say. Next up is Leo Shahar. He's a 21-year-old English right back, 3 stars of capability, 5-star potential. Good championship player, potentially Premier League. Might be better than Finn Back. I mean, they could sort of fight for the right back spot. I'm not getting involved with that at all. Leo comes in from on loan from AS Roma for the rest of this season, so hopefully he looks like a pretty decent right back. Good acceleration, which is what I like to see from a right back. I'm 5'10", so that's my kind of right back. Quite small, not over 6 foot, so that's pretty good. Then last but not least is Luciano Gentili. He's a Italian striker, 19 years old, 3-star capability, 5-star potential, decent championship player, but potentially Premier League. He's actually better than Italo Brand, well, similar, well, actually the same current ability, same potential, so that's pretty good. He comes in on loan from AC Milan for the whole of this season, so hopefully he can grab a couple goals. He's a deep line forward, so practically the same. He's practically the same as the Tyler Brand. That was the whole point of this transfer. Get two advanced forwards, that's Heskey and Edwards, 2 deep line forwards, that's Gentili and Brand. So that actually works out quite nicely. So this is the current squad at the moment. There might be a few youth players. There's one youth player down here, Harry Green. Just ignore him. He's not actually in the first team squad. So goalkeepers, we've got let's just get the current abilities up. That's fine. Then we've got Juan Jaramillo, Harry Lee, and Shasso Shantunen. I'm not sure why we don't have a ability for Shantunen yet. That's a little bit weird. But that's goalkeepers. I think we're pretty good. Obviously, Hasso had 2 in first choice. Jaramillo probably back up, then Harry Lee third choice. So I think that's pretty good. Right backs, we've got Back and Shahar. Again, I'm not sure which one's going to be first choice, which one's going to be backup. I think Finn Back can start. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Then centre backs, we've got Kitching, Guijo, and Filer. Again, do have a centre back on his way in potentially, but we are in competition with Dortmund, so that's going to be interesting to see who he goes to. The left backs, we've got Samuels and Boniface. Walsh is a youngster. Yeah, he's in the under-21s. Not sure what he's doing in the first team. Then centre mids, we've got Harper, Smallbone, Rigg, and Trevino. So Mazzalas this season are Trevino and Harper. Playmakers, Smallbone and Rigg, I think, at the moment. I think that's his. Maybe Harper as a playmaker and Smallbone as a Mazzala. We'll figure that out. Well, we don't really know what positions they're going to play. And I think we'll go with Harper and Trevino as Mazzalas. So go to the original plan, I think. Right wingers, we've got Rankin and Asau. I think Rankin as the first choice, Asau as backup. Possibly Asau can actually also play out on the left, which is sort of useful because we don't have a backup or another left winger yet. So left winger, we've just got Candish. Obviously, Asau can be backup left winger if he needs to be. Then strikers, we've got Edwards, Chantilly, Heskey, and Brand. I think we'll go with Edwards and Heskey for the time being up front. Tyler Brand has just come back from the Olympics. I don't know how good he got on. Yeah, he got knocked out in the group stage. No Olympic medal for you, Ritalo, so unlucky there. So I think that's a pretty decent squad. I'm not sure if it's a promotion winning, but well, let's have a look. Let's see where we are predicted. So predicted to finish 15th, which I don't think that's too bad, considering we sort of, I wouldn't say we fluked our way up to the Premier League, but I think that's probably about right. So Hasso Shantunen, one of our key players, and the second is Trevino. Obviously, still wants to leave, but nobody's making an offer just yet. What's our potential starting 11? This might be actually spot on this because we are playing a 4-2-4. So Hantunen as the goalkeeper, obviously. Samuel's Kitchen Gisho rankings not the right back. It's either Finn back or the other guy. Candice Rigg, Trevino Asal. Yep, I think that's pretty spot on. Edwin Teskey. I think that's very spot on. Key player Trevino, hot prospect James Penman, who does still a potential championship. He's back out on loan at Woking, where he spent last season at. Yeah, not too bad. Actually got promoted with him, so actually not too bad. So I think that was a pretty successful transfer window. Remains to see, or depending on what the results are. That's how we can call it a success. So I will see you all tomorrow, where we'll be playing our first championship games of the season against Middlesbrough and West Brom. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.